Prince Harry and Prince Andrew's royal obligations are mentioned in Parliament for the primary time as Lords query whether or not the dukes must be allowed to carry out professional obligations for King Charles. Questions over whether or not Prince Harry and Prince Andrew must be allowed to carry out professional obligations for King Charles were raised in Parliament for the primary time. Peers within the House of Lords requested if Harry and Andrew must continue to be as councillors of state who can act as stand-ins for the king, while they may be now not operating royals. Constitutional specialists consider it's far the primary time. The repute of the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of York as councillors has been raised in Parliament. Buckingham Palace has come beneath stress to alleviate the pair in their roles, considering Harry moved to California and Andrew become embroiled in a sexual attack lawsuit within the US, which he disputed however, later settled. Peers within the House of Lords requested if Harry and Andrew, pictured on the Queen's country funeral, must continue to be as councillors of state who can act as stand-ins for the king, while they may be now not operating royals. Labour peer Viscount Stansgate raised the problem within the House of Lords, asking if the government deliberate to amend the Regency Act. He wondered whether or not ministers must talk a realistic amendment with the king, adding, otherwise, are the government satisfied to maintain with a scenario in which the councils of country and regency powers can be exercised with the aid of using the Duke of York or the Duke of Sussex, one and all whom has left public existence, and the alternative of whom has left the country. The king reportedly wishes the regulation amended, so his councillors are all operating royals, however it might require a extra D in legislation. The 1937 Regency Act states that simplest the sovereign's partner and the subsequent four in line to the throne who are over the age of 21 can act as councillors of state. The cutting-edge councillors are the Queen Consort, Prince William, Prince Harry, the Duke of York, and his eldest daughter Beatrice. But not one of the ultimate three is operating royal. Before we continue, you are welcome to DEBY'S Royal TV channel. Even as the Queen's different youngsters Princess Anne and Prince Edward aren't included, as they may be 16th and 13th in line to the throne respectively. Royal specialists have known as for them to update Andrew and Harry, as they may be senior operating royals. The Lord Privy Seal, replying to Viscount Stansgate on behalf of the government, stated he couldn't talk any non-public conversations held among ministers and the king or the royal household. Any extradition to the Regency Act could be carried out in near session with the royal household, he stated, and counselled the extradition of monarchs should be a beneficial possibility for a review. He advised the House of Lords, the government will constantly don't forget what preparations they had to make certain resilience in our constitutional preparations, and within the beyond we've visible that the factor of accession has proved a beneficial possibility to don't forget the preparations in place. Councillors of state are permitted to perform maximum of the king's professional obligations, along with attending Privy Council meetings, signing recurring files, and receiving the credentials of recent ambassadors to the UK. But a few centre constitutional functions, along with dissolving parliament, appointing a top minister and developing peers, can simplest be delegated at the explicit education of the monarch. Thanks for watching, please don't forget to subscribe and like. God bless.